My name's Marilyn Gourley and I'm the Bushfire Arts Recovery Project Officer for the Murrumbidgee Shire, and it's an area that has been very much affected and devastated by the bushfires of 7th of February.
The fires were on one side of the car and trees were falling down in front of me, and I could see the fire, I could feel the heat. I had my air conditioning on full blast, but I was still burning on one side, and I thought, my God, the car is going to catch alight. It was just heating up to boiling point. And then a tree came down in front of me, and I had to go over the top of the crown. That punctured the transmission in the car, so the air conditioning went. I could hear the gas, shh, it was all escaping, and I thought, my God, I can't open the windows, I can't do anything. I turned to my right and I saw a wall of flame. Immediately after the fire, I was waking up to the monotone, sepia. Everything was either black or red. I found that very, very difficult to wake up in the morning and see what was once my wonderful little, getaway, my hideaway from everybody, and to see the total devastation.
I believe that the arts and culture is your bloodline of your community. It's definitely important for morale, with music and with colour, expression.
The wonderful thing is that whilst we're asked to really become absorbed in this writing lesson, then of course we forget all that's been around us. It takes us out, takes us away into another realm. We write and we feel refreshed and uplifted.
We need to make things, we need to sing, we need to make music, we need to paint. That immediate recognition of the power of creativity in helping people heal was just really extraordinary to see.
Lindy Allen, the Director of Regional Arts Victoria, was on a working party with a lot of peak organisations, and one of the things that came out of that was a commitment to getting an arts officer position in the area that would work to support artists, to have someone on the ground living in the community. She actually feels firsthand the best way to assist them.
It's becoming more evident every day by the amount of people that are starting to ring up. We've got a project. I want to talk to somebody about this project. It's my idea. How can I make it happen?
Marilyn has been invaluable to us. She's helped us locate grants, she's given us advice, but she never took over. She allowed us to do it ourselves, and she was just there to support and to be helpful, and a gem.
Loving it, very tiring, but absolutely loving working with these communities and helping them in the recovery process.
I remember trees going charcoal black and hearing them crash to the ground. I remember lines of fire coming from every direction, like the enemy slowly closing in. I remember my fear and panic. There was no way in and no way out. I remember that night like it was yesterday.
People will say time heals all, and I don't think it does. In fact, I think far from it. Without interventions, without processes, without keys to collect and steer you through your process, people will struggle and struggle for years. That's another thing that art does for us. It draws us out of ourselves, and it makes us talk about the issues and explore the values that are associated with what we're doing or not doing, what we're afraid of or what we're happy about.
There's just so much work I could do with another 3 or 4 of me. In some sense, because I'm extra busy, it means that the communities are starting to recover slowly.
We are here at Gallipoli Park, Marysville. This, the first anniversary of Black Saturday.
Everywhere I go across the fire-affected areas, whether it's artists who have done paintings, whether it's musicians who have sung their songs, or whether it's writers and the ordinary folk of a community come together, they come together to tell their story.
I was only 10 minutes ahead of being burnt in my car 10 minutes ahead of a 5-kilometre wall of fire that crossed the Maroondah Highway, and I discovered that 3 days afterwards. And it actually really impacted me quite deeply to realise that I might not have been here. It was about October before I could actually put green into my work. We do need to value the participation of arts recovery and the joy that it brings to people and the colour to people's lives, and the ability just to express what's there for them.
What does my healing? Well, it's music, and if it's played in a band, it's a really good healing. Somebody at council told me go and see Marilyn Gourley from Regional Arts Victoria. I talked to her, and that's how it came along. We got funding. People just love it. We're all a bit addicted now.
We've been able to focus on moving ahead, to going through the recovery process with Marilyn there behind us, giving us the support.
There's 3 things that kept me alive after the fires. There's Tanya over there, the way CFA looked after me, and finding this.
Painting's been good. That got me probably through, really. Yeah. That stopped me from losing it, I reckon, a couple of times.
The greatest way to communicate is through the arts. There's no doubt in my mind.